What's bracking, y'all? like, I couldn't think of a better way to start this episode. Welcome to what's likely the first episode you'll be hearing of the Failsafe podcast. I'm Failure. My guest for today is Mobin. Mobin, you can of course say hello.
Hello.
As you can hear, he's clearly a starving Ethiopian child. One like equals one cracker that I feed Mobin.
I don't actually like the taste of white people.
I told him immediately before we started recording this not to say anything too stupid or controversial, and yet here we are. We've already started with the racial slur talk. This is gonna be a fun episode, isn't it?
As you said, what's crack-a-lack, and I had to like hold my nose.
Well, for those of you listening, wondering why I said probably the first episode, I've already fucked up one episode. I have about an hour-long episode sitting in the back of my hard drive somewhere with a thumbnail ready and everything because I recorded myself on the wrong microphone. So, like, that's not epic, is it, Mobin?
Damn, that shit sucks.
So the way these episodes are usually going to go, I have this list of 225 conversation starters, right? It's on some stupid Instagram website, whatever the fuck it is. Oh, damn! I really said no excessive swearing, and then I started the episode out like that, didn't I?
Yeah, how long did you spend typing 225 conversation starters?
I did not type any of them. I googled conversation starters, Marvin.
So this is just a whole circle of plagiarism.
No, Marvin, they're conversation starters. You can't plagiarize a conversation starter.
That's not what my English teacher said.
Anyways, when Mobin decides to shut up, I guess the link to this will be in the description if you really want to try to predict what conversation starter I'm going to use next episode. If that's what you're into. And so the way these episodes are going to work, I'm just going to ask one of these. I'm going to pick one at random. Mobin's going to answer, and that'll start a conversation. And well, that's usually where we veer off into something stupid. We somehow ended on Soldier Boy last episode, so let's see how far we can take 5 degrees of separation this episode, shall we?
Soldier Boy does not say swears.
Soldier Boy has never sworn in his life. Soldier Boy is a good Christian member of society.
Wow, Christianity already? I can't believe we're getting into such controversial topics.
All right, we're getting to the conversation starter. So, picking one at random here, we're going to go to, I'm sorry if you hear my miles turning a section. We're going to go to the deep conversation starter section. And
I always like it deep. Wait, no.
Let me remind you, he's the straight one this episode, so. You know, if he says anything out of line, just pretend I said it, and it'll make you feel better. So, looking over here to these epic conversation starters. I'm just gonna ask you the first one on this list here. What are your top 3 things on your bucket list? That was an oddly worded sentence. But what are the top 3 things on your bucket list, Mobin?
I'm debating whether to give a joke answer or a real answer, and I don't have a real answer.
Well, if you don't have a real answer, then clearly you can't give a real answer. But like,
that's what you think.
All right. Well, I guess if there's 3 things, you can give 2 real answers and a joke answer, and we'll kind of go from there.
So number 3 is to 100% Fire Emblem 3 houses.
I can't tell if that's the joke answer or not.
That's not the joke answer. You'll know when the joke answer is.
Please
number 2.
Don't use the fucking dead children quote.
No. We don't talk that. That wasn't in this.
We do talk about that clearly because you brought it up.
I'm not fucking finished, okay? Like, Jesus Christ.
And we're somehow already degrading.
Shut up. I'm on number 2 now. Okay.
Go. Say it.
No, fuck, I forgot. Oh yeah, number
How?
2 is to animate a full episode of an anime, and number 1 is to commit murder and get away with it.
Okay, so I'm really feeling like the anime is the joke answer here. Just knowing
Ding,
you
ding,
as a
ding.
person. Knowing you as a person. No, but in all honesty, if I were to comment, I'd say you probably will never be able to animate a full episode of an anime on your own.
Thanks for crushing my dreams, asshole.
Well, no, it's just something that really not most people,
Yeah.
all people will probably never do, right? Because it's just something so labor intensive that like you could do 10 other things in the time it takes you to animate your own episode of an anime.
I completely agree. I could do 10 other people in the time it takes me.
Mobin, you can't do anyone. Please shut the fuck up. In regards to the Fire Emblem Three Houses thing, I could not give less of a shit. And as
Okay.
the podcast host, when I don't give a shit, the audience isn't supposed to give a shit. So we will not be talking about that any further.
We must. Okay, no. Shut the fuck up.
No. Let me finish. This is my podcast. This is the Failsafe podcast, not the Mobin podcast. All right, shut the fuck up and let me finish. In regards to committing murder and getting away with it, I never thought I'd have to say that sentence like out loud. I feel like that's something we've all thought about and we kind of all have our own version of. Because like, it's a very common thing. It's like, how would I get away with such and such crime? But it always defaults back to murder in some way, shape, or form. You know?
And that's the plot of The Purge.
That's not the plot of The Purge, actually. That's not even close to the plot of The Purge. What the fuck?
Well,
have you ever watched The Purge, Mobin?
No. I was told not to say anything too controversial, so I can't bring up my point about The Purge.
No. I'll let you just this once. What's your point about The Purge?
Clearly, in The Purge, it is about murder because everyone seems to resort to murder and not stuff like stealing or rape.
Well, if you had watched The Purge, which clearly you haven't,
or child molestation,
that one you don't have to wait till The Purge for.
Wait.
That one I do regularly anyway. That one's just kind of, you don't have to get caught. But if you had watched The Purge, you would have known about half of the... Literally, there's an entire movie where it's all about this guy getting robbed, and then somehow, like, his store gets robbed. I think this is the plot. I watched one death count on it, and I think this is the plot. So... This guy's store gets robbed during The Purge. I'm skipping about half the movie, by the way. And he somehow winds up with a presidential candidate for the United States who's trying to abolish The Purge. And they're trying to kill her. And so a bunch of people end up dying trying to protect her. And it's real stupid. And I feel like The Purge has always been more of like a funny in concept, really stupid in execution type of thing. Because the Purge movies have never been good. Like, if you watch any Purge movie, it's just really stupid. It's like, what if Haha Funny Man broke into your house and stabbed your 3 kids? Like okay, it's cool that it's legal, but, like, it's still just a regular slasher movie.
Wait. You're telling me it's not legal?
Well,
there
no,
go
it
my
is
plans
legal.
for the evening.
It is legal during The Purge, so you're fine.
No, not during The Purge, just in general.
Yeah, so what I was saying was that it is legal during The Purge. And we're going to leave it at that. And all we can do now is hope that the FBI doesn't listen to my podcast.
Would starting a world war count as a crime?
Yes, Mobin. Starting...
So then, would that be illegal during The Purge?
Starting a world war, in itself probably doesn't count as a crime, but I feel like any measures you can use to guarantee the start of a world war would almost definitely count as a... Like, if you can tell me one way you can start a world war that isn't a crime, I would be very impressed.
If so, say let's just go with a random country. Let's say a German leader comes to the United States, and in the United States, you have freedom of speech, right?
Okay.
So if you went up to and said to him or her, that I don't really care what gender they are, your country is full of immigrants, and if you don't agree, shoot our president. wait.
Well, no. Let me. Foreign ambassadors are usually like exempt from like this bullshit. So where you could tell you could I guess legally tell. I mean, it might count as harassment if they didn't ask for comment, but you could legally tell a U.S. politician the country's full of immigrants. If you disagree, go shoot the president.
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't really think about what I was saying, and I didn't mean to use immigrants as an insult.
As soon as you say that to a foreign ambassador, that I feel like that's definitely a crime in some way, shape, or form. If you've gotten 5 minutes into this podcast, and if you know what crime that would be committing to tell a foreign ambassador that they're supposed to shoot up our president, please do let me know. Please
put it in the comments.
Put it in the comments. So if you're listening to this on a platform that isn't YouTube, just go ahead and go to the YouTube video and put it in the comments. I can't be bothered.
Yeah, but be sure to watch the whole thing again.
Yeah, make sure you listen to the rest of the podcast to hear our thoughts. And then you listen to it one more time just to be safe. And then leave your comment.
Yeah, and make sure to watch it on YouTube. Like, even if you're not watching on YouTube, just watch it on YouTube. Yeah, if you're not watching it on
YouTube, fuck you.
If you're watching it on Facebook Live, I don't know who uploaded this. I don't know why they would upload it. Why are they
uploading it live? Why didn't they just put up the video?
You can put videos on Facebook.
If you're watching this on Vimeo, all right, if you're on Dailymotion,
I'm watching it on Pornhub.
If someone uploaded my podcast to SoundCloud without me knowing, or if I uploaded my podcast to SoundCloud, that's very much an option.
Fail, I will buy you a McDonald's burger if you upload this to Pornhub.
Will you actually?
Probably.
Okay.
I will sometime.
If you're watching this on Pornhub, remember to comment that Mobin owes me a McDonald's cheeseburger if you're watching this on Pornhub.
I didn't say cheeseburger, I said burger. You get a kid's meal normal burger with no cheese.
The burger has to have cheese on it.
Fine.
That is the deal we are making. It is a cheeseburger Happy Meal.
All right.
If you guys are listening to this on Pornhub, make sure to comment on here and on YouTube that Mobin officially owes me a cheeseburger Happy Meal.
Yes. I agree with this statement.
Man, how did we get here from top 3 things on your bucket list?
I'm not gonna lie, I just kind of let Jesus take the wheel.
Well, we're talking a lot about Christianity. I don't know how we keep circling back to that.
Speaking of religion, Failure, your taste in characters are shit.
That has nothing to do with religion.
Speak for yourself.
That absolutely has nothing to do with religion. How did you get religion out of that? Or how did you get that out of religion, I guess?
My religion is anime thighs.
Of course it is, Mobin.
No, it's a joke, please. Don't hurt me.
It's definitely not a joke. It's absolutely not a joke.
It's a joke to anyone listening.
It's definitely not a joke. If you're listening to this, please call the police. Please don't leave me alone with this individual.
I'm not even in the same room as you. I'm in the room 2 doors down. I'm in the McDonald's closest to your house.
Oh, God. That McDonald's, next to a freeway. So good luck getting here.
I'm recording in the bathroom.
I'm also recording. We're in the same McDonald's bathroom, just one stall over.
Oh, so that's the weirdo who keeps talking to himself.
I'm clearly not talking to myself if you're talking to me, dumbass.
Well, yeah, but I thought he was talking to himself until now.
Well, clearly it's not he if it's just me. You can say you. You can say, I didn't know you were talking, or I thought you were talking to yourself.
I thought I said before in this recording that that I failed English.
You have not actually said that yet.
Oh, I have not failed English.
He absolutely has.
No.
No, he absolutely 100% has.
I did fail French though.
No, he definitely failed English. Don't believe a word this man says. He's a convicted criminal.
I am not. I have not committed a single crime in my
He has
entire
multiple
existence.
warrants out for his arrest.
I don't think war crimes count.
No, war crimes absolutely count. What did you think the Geneva Conventions were there for? For a laugh? For a little jokesies?
I mean, if we're being honest, yes. I thought it was just like entertainment.
Haha, you shouldn't waterboard anyone. Funny. That's like Seth Rogen level humor.
That's Adam Sandler level of comedy right there.
No. The thing about Adam Sandler is Adam Sandler has been in some incredibly good movies. Like, Adam Sandler has been an incredibly talented actor. It's just that all the popular movies are just him bullshitting the role. Like, you really think Adam Sandler wanted to give it all for a movie where he's going to get eaten by fucking Pac-Man in real life?
I honestly like that movie. Like, unironically, I liked Pixels when it came out.
I thought Pixels was okay. I never really... It was always kind of novel, the idea of, like, haha, look, Pac-Man in real life. Like,
yeah,
you know,
I mean, I just kind of wanted to get bored by everything. Most of the things I say are a joke. So please do not call the police.
Definitely call the police on him.
You utter fool.
He threatened German officials.
I live in Rwanda. Okay, you can't.
He doesn't live in Rwanda. He does not. He lives in Canada. That is not.
I live in Ethiopia and I'm starving.
He does not
Someone
live in
please
Ethiopia.
send me spare rocks. I really
do not send this man any rocks. The only thing he will use those rocks for is to bash a small child to death. Trust me.
The only small child that would ever bash to death is you. That's a joke.
Are you making a height joke? Are you really gonna clown on my height in my own? I just dropped my cell phone. Oops. Are you really gonna clown on my height in my own podcast? On the Failsafe podcast. Keep in mind, this podcast is literally named after myself. Failure.
How narcissistic! No, I'm just kidding.
Mobin, you are literally black.
I don't think you can say that.
No, I can say
did
that.
you forget that we were recording?
I mean, maybe a little, but this is my podcast. I can say what I want.
Yeah, but YouTube is still your boss at the end of the day.
No, I'll just put up a Patreon.
You'll put up a Patreon, but your video is gonna get taken down. Put your podcast on a premium Snapchat.
On Pornhub. That's why.
That's true.
Oh, I gotta record each one on my premium Snapchat. It's just like an hour long of just little 5-second blips. Like, you know how Snapchat only allows you to record?
Yeah.
I think it's a minute, right, per blip.
I don't know.
So that's somewhere between 60 and 90 little Snapchats per podcast. And keep in mind, it does cut out in between each one. So, like, I'll be in the middle of the sentence, and then it'll just cut, and you'll have to wait, like, a second before you can hear me finish the sentence.
It would be really funny if you put all the clips just in, like, different orders, just randomized.
There's a whole subreddit dedicated to figuring out which clips belong where, like, something puzzle. And then people find out it's just a fucking podcast, and they're like, what the fuck do we do all this for?
We can watch this on YouTube. What the fuck?
Like, where did all this work come from? Why did we do this?
It's kind of like the Shrek video girl. Like they found out and they still not. They
Or
don't care.
it's kind of like any. It's kind of like you remember that Poppy person
Yeah.
where like it was
Yeah.
all just
Yeah.
one real big ad campaign, pretty much, like for her music or whatever,
Oh yeah.
and everyone took her little artistic video series to be like some kind of like ARG cry for help, and she just wanted to drop some bangers.
They weren't bangers.
Have you
They were
listened to them?
not. I did. They were not bangers.
We should listen to them.
I think that they might be copyrighted, so maybe we should hold out until later.
Well, we'll play a little segment of them. We'll both shut up. I'll play a little tidbit, and then, or you can talk, I guess, since
Yeah,
our
I'll
voices
talk.
are recorded separately. Ooh, that is
Okay.
a Spotify ad. Anyways,
Oh, isn't
I'll play.
Spotify for personal use?
Okay, and what are they gonna do
You,
about it? I said the word Spotify.
oh God, this is not sponsored. This is not sponsored.
This is not sponsored.
This is
It
not
is
sponsored.
sponsored, however, by my mother, who purchased all of my equipment for me. Thanks, Mom. That's it. That's our sponsor, my mom.
Okay, but like, do I get paid for this or?
You can try.
but my mother, the lawyer, is gonna have something to say about
My mother, the Jewish woman.
it.
Okay, so I found Poppy's Spotify. We're gonna listen to this one called what's the most okay, Time Is Up. That is the most listened to one. I will not say a word so that I can just mute this in the recording. Mobin, you can talk if you really want to. We're just gonna listen to a little small snippet. I'm gonna cut to the middle of the song, and we'll see.
Are you playing it right now? Because I can't hear. Oh. This is just Roblox music. This is terrible.
Okay, so that was absolute garbage.
Yeah,
That was a
I
complete...
honestly,
No, you finish.
I would have preferred a dubstep version of her saying "I'm Poppy" over that garbage.
That was genuinely terrible. Imagine being one of the people devoted for like a good 3 years trying to figure out what this video series is. And you hear, I'll link to the song we listened to. I'll link that in the description. You can go listen to it. And then you can come back here. And you can imagine what it's like to be one of the people who dedicated upwards of 3 years of your life to discovering the secrets of this ARG. And you get to the very end. And it's like the big climactic ending. It's like the final battle of Shrek 2. Except
There was a final battle in Shrek 2.
Instead of the fairy godmother singing "I Need a Hero," she sings that fucking bullshit. That was ass. That was so
My
bad.
time is up or something. That was terrible.
That was so bad. I'm gonna
honestly
link
feel
the song in the description. Or I guess if you're on Pornhub, fuck. How am I gonna link this on Pornhub?
Just put a link in the.
If you're
comments.
on Pornhub, just go watch it on YouTube and then look in the description after you watch the full podcast.
Yeah. If failure doesn't put it in the comments of Pornhub, I will. I'll put a link to the YouTube video.
Thanks, Marvin.
You're welcome.
But
I'm doing the hero's work.
Carefully, he's a hero. But no. I will make sure there's a link in the description to this song. That was terrible. That was atrocious.
I think I might have to sue her for damages. My ears.
It's not a might have. I think I am going to. Remember the Jewish mom we were talking about earlier? This is where it comes into use.
I'm not gonna lie, your mother terrifies me. I've heard her a total of once. And it was terrifying.
How was my mother terrifying? You've literally described her as the whitest person you have ever heard.
Yeah, but it's like Texas levels of white, and that's like, it's scary.
My mom's not homophobic, so she can't be from Texas.
Yeah, but like, she says the F word, and that scares me.
You're scared of my 4'11" mother. She is shorter than I am. My mother is 4'11". She's
I
this
did.
little. She's
I
this
can't
little
hear
white
height
lady.
failure.
Can you actually not hear me?
No, I can. I can hear you, but I can't hear height.
Oh, well, you're scared of this little 4'11" white woman.
The way she said Joe Mama was intimidating. Okay.
She only said Joe Mama because I Joe Mama'd her earlier today. Actually, so there was a pep rally for my school today. For those of you that don't know, I go to school sometimes, and I didn't go to school today because I didn't want to deal with that.
Me neither, because I was sick for most of the day.
So I call my mother, and I say to her, "Hey, Ma, did you hear what happened to Joe at the pep rally?" And she I guess we were over the phone, so all I can assume is that she looked me dead in the eye and she goes, "Which Joe?" And she cut herself off. And she says, "You little shit. Don't fucking say Joe." Those are her exact words. She goes, "You little shit. Don't fucking say Joe Mama." And as you can assume, the next words out of my mouth were Joe Mama. Ha 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 ha. And she says, and I quote, "Ha ha 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 ha, go fuck yourself." my own mother goes, "Ha ha 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 ha, go fuck yourself." over a Joe Mama joke.
Well,
to be fair, she is my mom, so like I guess that's fair. But
yeah.
also, my own mom told me to go fuck myself over a Joe Mama joke.
That's expected from a member of the failure bloodline.
Well, to
who
be
is now
fair,
who is now cursed by someone with the username Mapthor, by the way.
oh yes, Mapthor was whispering incantations while we were playing Gary's mod last night. That was fun. That was fun. That was a nice experience. I had to do something stupid, and in the background, I just hear and it's wild, because it was indecipherable. Like it sounded like a language I could maybe understand.
Toyota.
It was also just barely indistinguishable, and it was just in the background, and I'm like, "What the fuck did I do to you? Like, what could I have possibly done that you need to curse my whole bloodline?"
That's oh, I'm not gonna say weeb shit on your podcast.
No. Say it. You feel free. Me and Tyler spent about half the podcast talking about JoJo's last time, so feel free.
I hate JoJo's fans. Like, honestly,
that's not where you were gonna take that sentence, but
I was gonna make a JoJo's reference, but I thought it'd be funnier to say I hate JoJo's fans.
No, make the fucking JoJo's reference now. Now you have to make the JoJo's reference.
I think George Joestar also cursed his own bloodline, so that was a big fuck up.
Well, no, George Joestar was Joseph's dad.
I thought it was Jonathan's dad.
Well, Jonathan's dad was also George Joestar.
That's the one I was talking about, you fucking idiot.
Well, that one, he was just kind of an asshole more than anything.
No, he actually cursed his own bloodline by saying Darius saved it. This is a spoiler, isn't it?
It is literally the first episode of the show.
Yeah, so?
It is quite literally the first scene of the first episode of the show.
Yeah.
You are allowed to spoil the first scene of the first episode of the first season of the first part of JoJo's.
But the second episode is off limits.
Anything other than the first scene of the first episode of the first season of the first part of JoJo's is off limits.
Okay, so like, he made a big mistake when he said Dario saved him.
That's it. That's all you have to say.
Because anything else I'd say is
big fuck up.
That was a big fuck up. Now go watch Assassination Classroom.
Don't read Assassination Classroom. Actually, don't.
Wait, is it not an anime yet?
It definitely is. Because like
Oh.
I was first introduced to it by my friend showing me the anime, but
I don't know. I like the manga covers better.
just read the manga is what I'm saying. Unless you're stupid and lazy.
I don't know. I have the manga and I haven't watched the anime. I only
So
have
I'm looking at. Hold on. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm looking at Twitter right now, and I don't know why there's a porn artist on my timeline, but they put
You
up.
know exactly what there's a porn artist
No.
on
It
your
wasn't
timeline.
on my
Stop bullshitting
timeline. It
me.
was on some. They retweeted it. To be fair, and they put up a nice little poll, and it's a poll, and you can vote for which character I guess gets porned or whatever, and that's just context. And the retweet says, and I quote, "This chopper finna yodel if you don't vote 3." And if the sentence "this chopper finna yodel" doesn't get you scared, I don't know what possibly could.
I don't even know what this chopper fit a yodel means.
Well, it just means it just means that this chopper finna yodel, I guess. I mean, how hard could it possibly be?
This chopper finna. What is? It's gonna sing.
Well, I think he means he's gonna shoot you. I'm
I,
assuming. I'm assuming he means he's going to shoot you. Because from
this
what I
chopper
know,
finna.
a chopper is like a gun. And I know this from like that one song where the guy says, "I got a chopper in the car." And I have a little story about that song. Actually, it kind of connects. Mobin, you can cut me off at any time. I do a lot of talking on this show.
All right.
So
This chopper finna yodel.
My entire childhood, I thought the song "I Got a Chopper in My Car." I thought he was talking about like a helicopter.
Hold on. Were are you vibing in the Ritz car?
I was absolutely vibing in the Ritz car. But my entire childhood, I thought this man just had a helicopter in his car somehow, and I was like, "Whoa, that's so cool! He must have a really big car." And then as I got older, I realized he meant he has like a gun and he was gonna shoot people. And then and then it kind of dawned on me that like little 4-year-old to 6-year-old me should not have been in a car with adults who were listening to songs about shooting people.
Wait, who are the adults who are in the car with Failure?
It's my stepdad.
Oh,
He's
okay.
black. But don't tell him I said that. He didn't even get me checkers. Like I asked him for checkers and he said he's not going till tomorrow. Like what an asshat.
I thought you were talking about the board game checkers for a second and not the food chain. So I was like, what the fuck?
Bro, he's not buying me my fucking checkers set.
Okay, for context, I don't have checkers where I don't.
He is Canadian, like we said.
Yeah.
Yikes! Imagine thinking Kanye West is a good musician. But like, though, we're not getting off topic. So back to what I was saying about choppers and yodeling. I'm pretty sure the phrase "this chopper finna yodel." I think that means he's going to shoot you.
I mean, it kind of makes sense, but I would much rather imagine a singing helicopter.
It's just it's like the Thomas the Tank Engine helicopter, and he just yodeling.
Can we?
That's
So
a nice image.
I don't know how the fuck someone goes from the word going to finna.
How did
I just don't understand.
we get to finna?
I don't know, but it finna lit. That's how you use it, right?
That's actually not how you use it. Right?
Oh shit.
That's
That's pretty fire. Pokemon go to the walls. Dab dab.
I despise you. It's like an accident. I mean, not an accident. Fuck, I was reading Discord messages.
Who are you calling an accident?
No, Jaden was talking about accidents.
Oh.
So
can you tell the nice people who Jaden is, or is that for a future episode?
They'll know if I ever get around to upload the title. Man, this is a nice conversation. This is. We somehow got from your top 3 things on your bucket list all the way to choppers yodeling.
Yeah, and I'm so glad that nobody's asked me how the weather's like right now.
How is the weather for you? He left! Oh my fucking god, he left! He fucking left! Holy shit!
I can and will rape you.
As funny as that is, I genuinely, how is the weather for you?
Can you? Yeah. It's really windy. The power went out twice.
Haha.
Actually, 3 times. 3 times. It went out 3 times. In the span of the day.
The day
has come. Okay.
Shut the fuck up. I'm going to actually just take that part out of the video.
The part where I say the day has come, or the part where I say I can and will rape you?
Possibly both. Possibly neither. I guess we'll just have to see.
That's fair. I mean, you'll probably forget about it and then not take any.
You've known me as an individual for about a year now or so, I'd say.
Yeah, around that.
Around that time. So you definitely, I am the human embodiment of sloth.
And the other deadly sins.
And the other 6 deadly sins. Don't get me long. Fuck. Don't get me long. What the fuck is that?
Why the long face?
I will actually beat you to death.
I will skin you alive.
I will devour your foreskin as though it were a tasty snack on a Wednesday.
Is that a threat or is it a promise?
I'm leaving. I'm done. I'm gone. I'm out.
No, I already pulled that joke.
How about you host the podcast, Mobin?
So clearly he just stole my joke, and honestly, I don't know how to feel about it. I just kind of feel hurt. I can't believe he did that to me. But anyway, like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to follow my social media, but don't follow my Twitter because then I'll get canceled. Failure has been doing some illegal things lately. And everyone has been trying to warn him and trying to get him a therapist, but he refuses to go to therapy, and his family's worried about him. So can you, 1 like equals 1 prayer for Failure. If he doesn't make a 3rd episode to this podcast, then he died of drug abuse. Did he actually leave? Are you fucking kidding me? There's no way he left. Hold on. What? Holy fucking shit. How do I keep this podcast going without the host? This is now called the Mobin Safe, by the way. It's actually my podcast now, so prepare for other Mobin related subjects. Would you like to hear me have a conversation with myself while I try and get Failure back desperately?
Okay.
Oh shit, he's back.
So, okay.
You left for far too long, you fucking idiot.
That was supposed to be like a 30-second gag. Where I was supposed to run down. Oh, I just realized you can hear my mic. My bad. You just DM'd me. What the fuck?
Yeah, because I had to carry like a 3-minute thing all by myself.
So, like I said, that was supposed to be like a 30-second gag where I just ran downstairs, grabbed some water, and ran back up. But my mom came home. You know, my 4'11" little white mother.
She's scary, man. Don't fuck with them.
I told her you said she was scary, by the way. She said good.
Oh. I mean,
But,
honestly... Okay, keep going.
Alright, so the gag went from about 30 seconds to us having a nice little conversation. And I had to cut her off. We would have kept going, but I told her I was supposed to gag.
Yeah. I mean... What's really funny is that I'm, like, around 6 foot, so if I ever see your mother in person, she's gonna be, like, the size of my kneecap.
My mom would absolutely beat your shit in.
I know, and that scares the shit out of me because she's 4'11".
My mom is proficient in use of la chancla.
I
I know we're calling her white for the time being because she is a white woman, but that does not you can take a woman out of the Hispanic, but you can't take the Hispanic out of the woman.
Are you sure?
What is that?
Is that a
mean?
challenge failure?
Are you going to extract the fucking Mexican from my mother?
Have you heard of bloodletting?
Mom, that's just called homicide. In these days.
I took a month of kendo, so like if I find a stick on the ground,
My mom would still absolutely kick your shit in, Mobin.
All right.
This is good water.
It tastes like the blood of children. Wait, no, not children.
That was literally like we had 3 jokes. There was about 3 jokes I said don't make.
No. Okay, that joke.
Number 1 was the dead children jokes, Mobin.
I don't normally make dead children jokes, okay?
Yes, you do!
No,
you do that frighteningly often, actually.
No, that was only today. I only felt like making a bunch of dead children jokes today.
About half our conversations somehow end up veering to dead children joke.
That was today and yesterday, you
and
fucking
I'm not sure,
tart. I talk with you
sure
way more often than today and yesterday.
dead children jokes specifically, or if you just like dead children jokes in general. I don't know what the fuck's going on in your life that you have the need to talk about dead children so freakishly often.
My sister died, okay? It's not my fault.
Stop, I almost just spit water everywhere. You can't fucking do that. Well, I guess that explains why you're a necrophiliac.
I'm not. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Hey man, you started the dead kid jokes. I dunked on that punchline.
I did not. I started the dead children jokes today and yesterday. That's the only time.
You have been telling dead children jokes for nearly as long as I've known you.
That's a lie. That is a lie.
And I don't know if that's just me rubbing off on you, but I don't feel like I tell dead children jokes that often.
That's bullshit. Actually, no, you don't tell dead children jokes very often.
Yeah, but you do. You sure as
hell do.
unless
does the Rwandan genocide count as dead children? Because you tell that joke.
Okay, I haven't told the Rwandan genocide joke in at least a month. You have to let that go.
Oh, no, you're pinning the Rwandan genocide on me. I see how it is. I did not commit the Rwandan
as U.S. president, I need to let you know that I have not committed another Rwandan genocide.
Not in the past month lately, at least.
There's water on my keyboard.
Oh shit! Have fun stopping the recording, dipshit.
No, I don't have to. I have napkins right here, you idiot. I'm prepared for everything.
I always have a bowl of rice by my side just in case I piss on anything.
Oh, this may seem like an odd segue, but I actually do have a little story about pissing on something as a kid. If you'd like to hear
Your mother does not count, and I would like to know why that story is on nhentai.net.
Oh, we don't talk about nhentai. But anyway,
I don't even know if that's the correct domain name. I'm just gonna assume that it's .net.
I think it is.
Okay, good.
Either way, so this story is, well, it's one hell of a story. Let me tell you that much. So as a little kid, I would say like the 3rd grade, which means I wasn't even that little. I was about 7, right? That's about 3rd grade age. Yeah, 7. I want to say I was about 6, 7. I really want to sell this like I was like 4, but
I
I
think
was definitely
seven
like,
or 8 is grade 3.
yeah, I think it was 7. I feel like I was 7.
Okay.
So as a little 7-year-old, well, let's just say I wasn't the brightest bulb. I mean, academically, right? I just fucking zoomed. But like logically or like common sense shit, I still don't have a hang on that. Like I can tell you random facts about Shakespeare's 374th fucking play, but I didn't know how to tie my shoes until I was 10. That's a real story.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
I can
same.
still barely ride a bike.
Oh.
So anyway, like I said, I was never a logistics kid. I've always been fairly intelligent academic wise, but like I said, shit like common sense does not work out for me. And that's probably the ADHD, not gonna lie. So
Yeah.
as this little 7-year-old, I used to have this thing where if I woke up at 3 a.m. and I needed to piss, I was just so scared of the dark that I could not walk to the bathroom. So, to solve that problem, my room used to be carpeted.
Wait,
And to solve that problem, I would piss on the floor and blame it on the dog in the morning.
How does a carpet floor?
I'm not even finished. I'm not even finished.
I don't care. I'm angry about the carpet floor helping the problem. That makes it worse. All right, now you can continue.
Well, it just made it easier to pin on the dog. Like,
I mean, yeah, but what the fuck?
I told you I was a little 7-year-old. Like for the longest time, there's little like patches of piss all over my room. I'd have to play hopscotch in the morning to get out of bed.
I bet you still do it.
No, I just piss in bottles now. That was a joke. That was a joke. I don't piss in bottles. At least not all the time.
It's not a joke. I found bottled piss in my local supermarket, and I'm pitting it on failure.
You have not gotten bottled piss.
Oh yeah?
I have never once sold my bottled piss.
Sold it. That means you have pissed in a bottle.
I've done giveaways for my loyal subscribers over here.
Your loyal 1 subscriber.
Everyone who likes this video will get a chance to win a fucking bottle of piss. So remember to like this video.
Comment if he hasn't given out a bottle of piss in a week. Comment on his video. You owe us a bottle of piss.
Yes, I've spammed my notifications with "You owe us a bottle of piss. Pay up."
Spam
but
on Twitter as well.
I wasn't even done with the story.
Okay.
So I know, right? How could this possibly get worse? That's definitely what you're thinking, right, Mobin?
I'm honestly thinking about how nobody's told a boomer joke in the past 30.
We'll tell the boomer joke after I finish my piss story. So, anyways, during one of these little piss sessions, I was watching. Okay, as a kid, and like, hold on, no, it needs context.
Okay, no, hold on. Piss sessions. I don't.
So as a smaller kid, and even up until like 2 years ago, I could not fall asleep without like some background noise.
That means up until last week.
It was not up until last week. But I could not fall asleep without background noise. So as a child, before I got my phone, that was always like I'd have some stupid cartoon playing in the background. And now, and not now, but like, you know,
Stupid
as close to
game,
now.
Why would you load already?
Shut up! We're not making that reference yet. Until like a year or 2 ago, I'd always have YouTube playing, and I'd put on something stupid like fucking binging with Babish, and I'd just fall asleep to that. And so as this little shit in my little pissing session, I remember distinctly. I remember I was watching Danny Phantom, and it got to the part in the theme song, right? Because I was like pissing, but I still wanted to watch Danny Phantom. So I was like pissing towards the TV. And I think you can see where this is going. I'm pissing in the direction of like the cable box. And keep in mind, the cable box was on like this little glass table that was like at about my stomach because I was a lot shorter. And so I'm like pissing, and it gets to the part in the theme song where like you know that part at the very end where he's like leaning up against the wall and like a ghost kind of comes out and he like punches it.
Yeah, I'm gonna
and
go
the
with yes.
spotlight's on him. You know that part?
Oh, yeah.
That exact part, I pee extra hard for some godforsaken reason.
Danny Phantom made you hard.
And I know, in my head, I know for a fact what's about to happen. And I see the piss. I see the cable box. The piss hits the cable box and it fries.
The dog front the cable box with his piss, Mom.
Mom, the dog pissed on the cable box. And so not only did I have to go to bed with no fucking TV because I had just pissed on the cable box, I also had to go to bed knowing I had just pissed on the cable box. And like I knew a split second before it happened, it clicked that I was about to fry the cable box with my own fucking piss. And that didn't stop me. I just went, ah! And like extra hard I pissed, and that shit hit the cable box, and it fried right there.
Wait,
it took like a second, and I'm like, maybe, and then it just, and it fried.
If you were watching in the living room, you weren't trying to go to bed.
I was not in the living room. I was in my bedroom.
Oh, okay. So if you were watching, you weren't fucking.
No, I had to pee.
Okay.
So like the only reason I was watching the show at all was because I had opened up my eyes and had to go pee. So as a kid, that obviously amounted to me walking directly in front of the cable box and pissing for some reason. I still don't understand why I had to piss directly in front of the cable box. Like, if I had taken 2 steps back, there was no way I would have pissed on that cable box. And then the next morning, I was like, tears in my eyes. I went up to my mom and I said, Mom, I don't know what happened to the cable box. And I knew good and well that I had just pissed on that fucking cable box. And I had to go up to my mom and say, Ma, I don't know what's happening. The cable box, it's not working. And this whole time, I'm like, can we just throw it out? Just please don't investigate. Just please. And she's like, oh, all right, we'll call Optimum. And it's like, no! It's like, all right, we'll see what's wrong with this one and we'll get you a new. And it's like, okay, and it's like, they're gonna smell fried piss in that fucking cable box. They're gonna be like,
Failure, not many people know what fried piss smells like.
The Optimums guy, in my little 7-year-old head, I rationed the Optimum guy is gonna go up to my mom and say, did you know your little shit son pissed on his fucking cable box? And I thought that was the end of the world. Like, my mother, God bless her soul, has never hit me. She's she's also not very good at disciplining her children, but she has never laid a hand on me.
Clearly.
That's like she's never even done little butt spankies, anything of the sort. All right, she's never even really like grabbed me by the wrist aggressively. She's very shouty, and that's about it. So I thought she was gonna beat me to death with a wardrobe. Like, I thought I was gonna get chucked up against the fireplace.
It doesn't hurt that much, honestly.
Because like I had no idea what was gonna. I had never pissed on a cable box before. I didn't know the logistics of this.
Yeah, I mean.
And so the Optimum guys come, and the whole time I'm like sitting on my bed, like fetal position, rocking back and forth, like, oh God, please don't smell the piss.
It just makes it more obvious.
I hadn't said anything, but in like my head, I'm like, please don't smell the fucking piss on the cable box. And they didn't. No one to this day, or I guess they can probably hear me shouting about this from the room over. You know what? I'll be right back. I'm gonna go tell my mom about the cable box.
Oh no.
I will be right back.
I can't
Mobin,
wait to.
this is gonna take a second. Feel free to carry.
Alright. Alright, he's gone. So, I might be quiet as soon as I hear shouting and or getting hit with a wardrobe. Oh no. No, no. I can't wait for him to come back and then leave the chat room. And then I'm just gonna sit here with Craig, not being able to turn it off. Just waiting. Oh no. I haven't heard screaming yet, and honestly, I'm very surprised. But I haven't heard laughing either. And quite honestly, that makes me even more terrified for him. So did he tell you about the time that he went to Rwanda and then committed genocide? I know that Wikipedia says that it wasn't failure, but it was actually failure. He's also started 2 world wars. And he also started the Holocaust, despite being Jewish. Hitler was just his lackey and the one that he blamed for. He also organized 9/11, and he himself flew one of the planes into the Twin Towers. But unfortunately, he is immortal, so he jumped out. Please, please spread awareness, please. Please do not take this video down. This needs to be spread awareness. I am being held in his basement. Somebody please help me. He has Tyler down here too. Tyler's broken. He's he's in the fatal position crying, and it's all we can do to keep him from killing himself. Somebody please just save him. The fact that failure isn't back yet just means that he's getting beaten. Oh shit. There's someone here. Please, no. No, no, no. No. Yeah. Cut this part out and add a gun sound effect. Oh. Yeah, I'm just kind of bleeding out on the floor here. Oh no. Oh, it's over. He's coming. Oh god. Sound of the rebellion.
Boy, oh boy, do I have a story to tell you, Mobin.
Oh no.
So I went down there, and I said, "Hey Ma, you remember that cable box?" And she's like, "Huh, which one?" And I said, "You remember the one that I had?" And she's like, "Oh, you need a new one?" I said, "No, I don't need a new one." But I told her, and she's like, I said the one on the little glass table, and she's like, "Oh yeah, why?" And then I said, "So I accidentally pissed on it." And she looked me dead in the eyes, and she goes, "How do you accidentally piss on a cable box?" And she like cold, dead stare, like straight into my eyeballs. How do you accidentally piss on a cable box?
Oh.
Hold
is
on.
that your grandmother or is that your mother?
That's my brother.
Why does he sound like an old lady? I don't know if failure is gone yet, but I'm just gonna say.
Okay, I told him to shut the fuck his mouth.
Oh, okay.
So she just looked me dead in the eyes and just goes, "How do you accidentally piss on a cable box?" That was really it. She had no reaction to the rest of the story. She was just so confused by how I would accidentally piss on the cable box. Which it's understandable. Because most people don't accidentally piss on their cable boxes.
I'm not gonna lie. I was half expecting you to say that she looked you dead in the eye and said, "I know."
I really thought she knew.
Yeah.
For a second there, she really made it seem like she knew I had done this. And even now, I still think she knew.
I think the cable guy knew wholeheartedly that you pissed on
The
the
cable
cable
guy
box.
just couldn't bring himself to tell my mom I had pissed on the cable.
It's because he'd done it too.
he had pissed on my cable box. And the thing is, I didn't even piss on like the rest. I specifically on the part where all the holes are for and I just pissed. And once it started, I couldn't stop. There was like a whole. It's been about an hour. We're kind of cooling down now. The piss story was really the climax of this episode. But going back to,
I haven't even hit my climax yet. Wait.
Of course, Mobin hits his climax to little kids peeing.
I said I haven't.
But going back to Danny Phantom, right? Seeing as this is a part of this
No,
incident. Did you know I can recite the whole Danny Phantom theme song from memory?
I did not know that, but you called me a pedophile, and I just have to say that that's not
true.
true.
We're not acknowledging that. We're moving on.
Okay.
How did you not know I could recite the whole Danny Phantom theme song from him?
Because you have not told me that you can recite the entire
I have absolutely recited the Danny Phantom theme song to you.
No, you haven't.
Alright, we're gonna recite the Danny Phantom theme song right here, right now. Alright?
I can't even check if you're right, because I don't know any words to the Danny Phantom theme song.
Is everyone ready? Everyone at home? Kind of lean back in your seat. Grab some popcorn.
They probably clicked off the video by now, not gonna lie.
Don't piss on your phone so that you can finish watching this episode.
I pissed in the toilet and dropped my phone one time.
Of course you did, Mobin. Alright, shut up. Ahem! I'm singing! Yo, Danny Fenton, he was just 14 when his parents built a very strange machine designed to view a world unseen. Gotta catch 'em all to see he's Danny Phantom. When it didn't work, his parents just split, so Danny took a look inside of it. There was a great big flash, everything just changed. His molecules got all rearranged. He's a phantom! When he first woke up, he had realized he had snow white hair and glowing green eyes. He could walk through walls, disappear, and fly. He was much more unique than the other guys. It was then that he knew what he had to do. He had to stop other ghosts that were coming through. He's here to fight for me and you. He's got to catch them all because he's Danny Phantom. Got to catch them all because he's Danny Phantom. Got to catch them all because he's Danny Phantom. Got to catch them all because he's Danny Phantom. That's it. That's the theme song.
This sounds... The first part sounds a lot like Alabama pedophilia, and then it turns into Pokemon.
What is that supposed to mean?
Incest.
How is there
with a 14-year-old?
Young Danny Fenton, he was just 14 when his parents built a very strange machine?
Exactly.
But it was designed to view a world unseen, so like how is that?
Yeah, that's still unseen.
But he's got to catch them all because he's Danny Phantom.
Yeah, but that's the end part where it turns into Pokemon.
Well, no, like he's got to catch all the ghosts.
I know. But like...
It doesn't... It's not like he's using these ghosts to battle or anything. He's just putting them...
No, he's battling the... He's abusing the ghosts.
He's just putting them back in the ghost zone.
Listen, if you died, would you want to escape the ghost zone too?
No! No, it's the whole... Like, it's that the ghosts are assholes. Like, the only ghosts that leave the ghost zones are just pricks.
They're only pricks because they've been dead for 50 years and want to get back into the world.
One of these fuckers is named the fucking Box Ghost. His whole gimmick is that he just fucks around with boxes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you kink-shaming him for liking boxes?
I'm not kink-shaming the Box Ghost.
Have you heard of Japanese watermelon farming?
What the fuck is Japanese watermelon farming?
They put watermelons in a box and then it turns out square.
Is that it?
That's it.
I really thought that was going somewhere else.
I know you did, but I just wanted to see you disappointed.
I really did think you were about to bust into like some cock and ball torture level shit. Now I want to put cock and ball torture on the thumbnail, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure how to do that.
I can bring up cock and ball torture if you want.
No, it's okay. It's really fun.
Title the podcast the Failsafe podcast number 2, cock and ball torture. And
I'm not titling it cock and ball.
No, honestly, only on Pornhub. Only on the Pornhub.
Only on the Pornhub version. No, I'm probably gonna end up titling this after the fucking cable box piss story, because that took up a good majority of the episode. Oh, Mobin left. Well, this is... His power definitely just cut out. So, I'm going to take this opportunity to say thank you to you, the viewer, for listening to me rant about pissing on my cable box. And Mobin's back. Yeah, I saw your power went out, didn't it?
No, I actually don't know what happened.
Oh, you just left.
I didn't actually leave on purpose. I just kind of
Well,
disappeared.
I really do hope I hope Craig doesn't fuck up this recording.
I mean, I hope so too. I said
Finish, go.
I said the great the piss cable box fiasco, and then I didn't hear anything, and I was like, oh.
Well, that's a great episode title that I'm not using. Is there any last words you'd like to put out there into the world?
Oh wait, we're done.
We're kind of out of time, but it's been like over an hour. So like I
Failure has me and Tyler in his basement, and he won't let us out. Please send help. Please call the FBI.
Okay, that's enough of that. We don't want that getting out into the world, do we?
He's in the fatal position.
Now, Mobin, are you gonna? Okay. He's gonna keep going, isn't he? We're gonna try this one more time. Mobin, are you gonna shut up now and you're gonna stop saying these false accusations?
Yes, sir.
Damn right. So, is there any last words you want to put out into the world before this episode's over, Mobin?
Follow me on Twitter and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Actually, don't follow me on Twitter. I'm gonna get canceled.
All right, I'm gonna post his Twitter and YouTube channel in the description below, right next to my Twitter. That you should not follow. I am consistently horny.
He's horny on Maine for 14-year-olds.
I'm not horny for 14-year-olds. All right, shut the fuck up, Mobin. I'm literally gonna mute you. Let me do my fucking outro.
Okay.
My name is Failure. You have been listening to the Failsafe podcast. This episode was, of course, with Mobin. Mobin, you can say your goodbye.
I hate you all, and everything I've said was a joke.
Anything else you want to say?
I take that back. Almost everything.
Okay, I muted him so that he couldn't take that back. Remember to go cancel Mobin's Twitter, which I will link in the description. And I thank you so much for watching this episode. Of course, everything I said will be linked. And yeah, that's about it. Take it easy, y'all.